So it's 5:20 in the morning. I'm in Liverpool and I am just about to embark on a mission down to Southampton to meet up with Matt Le Tissier and the Southampton manager Jan Portvliet as part of the Flybe Be a Pro campaign, in which they've got a team coming down to take part in professional training for a day, and I'm going to be training alongside them. We've got a 5-hour journey ahead from the train station, which will be quite sapping. So I'm hoping that I'm in some fit state to play when I actually get there. I'm looking forward to meeting the people I'm going to be meeting, and hopefully I can put in a somewhat decent performance at this stage even when I haven't started training. That would be quite nice not to embarrass myself in front of Mr. Le Tissier. I'm at the Staplewood training ground with the team that's been chosen to be pro for a day. We've just been put through our paces in the warm-up by the Southampton fitness coach, and now we are going to do some ball work around the corner with Matt Le Tissier. So I'm hoping that at least I can keep up with the Sunday League lads at this point. That would be quite nice.
Cross. There, terrific. Better. Now come here. Forward. Go. Wait for it. Now come and get it. I'm finished. You go there. Stop it through. Come and get it. You're finished. Now you go there. What's there, keeper?
So you're really known for being kind of one of the most natural talents that the Premier League's seen. So I was wondering what your take is on kind of natural talent versus learnt talent.
Learnt talent can take you a long way. There's no doubt about that. But I think if you want to get to the very, very top, then I think you've had to have been born with an ability.
What is that ability? Could you kind of elaborate?
I could probably only describe it as a natural talent of timing and coordination. So knowing what to do when the ball comes to you, where you want to put the ball, where your feet have got to be in position, all those things that if you thought about them, it would look really clumsy. But if you're born with that ability, it looks completely natural, and that's probably the only way I can describe it, really. As a kid, I wasn't strong on my left foot. It was something that I worked on during training, and probably up until I was about 22, 23, 24, that was when I could use it properly. And it took quite a few years of practice, and certainly in training, just making sure that you do use it. When a chance comes in your left foot, have a go at it, and don't just shirk it, because otherwise you're not going to learn. So have a go, and then if it goes wrong, have a look and see why it went wrong, and try and do it better next time. I think you probably learn more from the experienced players in your team that you play alongside. So if I was to give any advice out to somebody trying to make it, it would be that if you've got players in your team. When I first came into the team in Southampton, we had Jimmy Casey in the middle of our midfield, and he was just a super footballer, great football brain, and you can learn so much from these people. And not even sometimes by talking, just watching them play, and then listen when they speak. They might not even be speaking to you, but listen to them when they're talking to other people. And just glean any bits of information you possibly can that's going to help you make you be a better player.
For sure, and in the way you glean those bits of information just by watching, who did you kind of look up to when you were young?
When I was a boy, I watched Glenn Hoddle and Liam Brady. They were my two guys who I really looked up to as fantastic footballers. Glenn more so because I was a Tottenham fan at the time, so obviously I couldn't go out publicly and say that I loved Liam Brady, but Liam had a great left foot, and it was probably him who inspired me to practice on my left foot really, because he just had, could do anything with his left leg, and I wanted to try and get my left foot. I knew it would never get as good as my right, but as close to it as I possibly could. The first thing you need to do is to do proper pre-season training, because without that base, the stuff that you watch, and you can watch all the top players and see the things they do, but unless you've got that base fitness to start with, you ain't going to be able to do that for a long period of time.
For sure, I know that from today, definitely. So when that base of fitness is in place, I mean, you must have seen some amazing kids coming through in your time. I mean, I'm 23 now.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, I'm going to be 24. I'm an old timer already. What's your opinion on being able to make a really high level of football from kind of not even really playing Sunday League regularly in a year?
It's going to be tough. It'll be very, very tough. I'll be interested to see how far you make it. But with a lot of dedication, there have been players who haven't had the most amount of talent in the world, but with the right dedication and putting the hours into the training, getting the fitness right, they have been able to make a very good career out of it. You look at somebody like Kevin Keegan, probably is the best example of it. Kevin will be the first to admit he wasn't blessed with the most natural ability in the world, but he made the most of every bit of anything that he had, and his enthusiasm, his determination to get to the top just shone through, and he did it through sheer grit and determination, and he was brilliant.
So if there were just one piece of advice that you could give me on top of the fitness aspect?
On top of the fitness, it would be listen to the people who have been where you want to be and take on board everything they tell you.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Good luck, mate.
Thank you.